Kung Fu Master versus Karate. Don't mess with Kung Fu Masters. Martial arts cover a wide range of different styles. Each discipline of martial arts has its specific techniques depending upon which particular part of the world it was born in. Generally, the terms karate and kung fu are used interchangeably by the people watching because both of them are perceived to be the same due to their similar styles. Sometimes even a new practitioner is unable to differentiate the two, despite the fact these two are completely different forms of martial arts from their origin to their philosophies. If you want to know how karate is different from kung fu, do watch the video till the end and you'll get your answers. So let's get started and discover the reason behind it. Stay with us. History. Let's find out where the history of karate and kung fu lies. The history of karate and kung fu is older than one can imagine. Karate first evolved in the eastern part of Asia by a priest who came to Shaolin Sea. Subsequently, it appeared in Ryukyu Island, now known as Okinawa, in Japan. Although kung fu has quite a long history, it was on the highest level in Ming Qing dynasty. Origin. The origin of Kung Fu and Karate has led to people believe them the same. Kung Fu applies to ancient martial art forms that existed among the Chinese, whereas Karate emerged from Japan as a martial art practice named Ti, which involved hand motions. Later on, Karate was influenced by the Chinese, which built the connection between the two forms. Despite Kung Fu seems to use the same techniques, many of its styles possess more variety of techniques than karate. Most probably, Japanese people developed karate by restructuring the Chinese technique. Meaning. What's the literal meaning of karate and kung fu? Let's have a look. The word karate means empty-handed. It is due to its origin as a system of self-defense, depending upon utilizing the practitioner's unarmed body. Contrary to Kung Fu, the term used informally by the Chinese people implies any individual accomplishment that comes by putting in a great effort. I hope the meaning is clear. What is it? Now let's uncover what these practices are exactly. Karate is a martial art form that involves fighting to defend the practitioner from the opponents only by using his body parts. Karate emphasizes fighting, while Kung Fu is a type of martial art consisting of various fighting styles that have evolved with time in China. It mainly focuses on striking. Kung Fu is also an exercise based on the spiritual dimension for concentrating and self-discipline. There are more techniques and weapons in the Kung Fu style. Movements. Movements in both martial arts forms create the fundamental difference and make them separable from one another. Primarily, karate tends to be more linear as compared to kung fu, but that's not the case with kung fu, where they rely more on reacting to the target's attack rather than by attacking themselves. Karate is used to harm the opponent, while kung fu is to stop your target by grappling them. Karate can be said to be an offensive martial art as it involves strikes, kicks, and punches. In Kung Fu styles, more circular techniques are used, especially with hands. These circular motion techniques flow from one another, presenting a graceful look. There is less gap and stop in Kung Fu styles, due to which Kung Fu is said to be soft, while Karate is considered a hard-style martial art. But it does not convey that Karate is more powerful. Instead, Kung Fu can generate similar power to Karate. Often, Kung Fu techniques are more complicated and lengthier. You better not underestimate the power of Kung Fu as it is hidden. Uniforms. The uniform style of martial arts help people to identify them. Similarly, the difference in uniforms of Karate and Kung Fu can make it easier to recognize the two. Traditionally, a Karate practitioner wears a white uniform called gi, featuring an overlapping kimono-like top. The uniform is composed of a jacket, uwagi, pants, and a colored belt, obi. The color of the belt varies with the ranking level of the practitioner and is usually longer than other martial art forms. The black belt indicates the highest ranking. The uniform has loose fitting, hence allows the practitioner to maximize speedy movements. A good karate uniform is made from lightweight cloth that can withstand quite long without restricting mobility. Uniform for different styles of karate remains the same except for the length of the top sleeves and a bit of difference in uwagi. Some less traditional schools allow colored uniforms as well. Mostly, karate is practiced barefoot. They don't wear shoes while training. In contrast, a kung fu uniform consists of tops having buttons, unlike tying up fronts of the karate top. They come in several different bright colors with lightweight clothes. Practitioners of kung fu wear shoes mostly instead of fighting barefooted, which is the biggest difference between karate and kung fu uniforms. Many schools use t-shirts with baggy pants as a kung fu uniform. Satin color sashes are also used to show the rank, but it's Western style as in Asia, kung fu schools don't use any ranking symbol in uniforms. Olympic events. Kung fu is not included in Olympic events, whereas karate is a part of the Olympics since 2020. Title for instructor. The title for kung fu instructor is sifu, while karate instructor is known as sensei. Organizations. The organization for karate includes WKF World Karate Federation, European Kyokushin Karate Org, World Seido Karate Org, USA National Karate Do, Japan Karate Federation, International Karate Association, Kenkojuku Karate Association. On the other hand, organizations for Kung Fu are the International Kung Fu Federation and the USA Wushu Kung Fu Federation. Hopefully by now you will be able to differentiate between the two great martial arts, karate and kung fu styles. Next time you see someone using the wrong term to describe the style, do inform them of the differences between the two. Some people practice both of these art styles, however, it's really hard because of fundamental differences in their style. So it's better to practice one of them with patience and dedication and become a master in it. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and if you're looking for more informative videos, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Also, let us know which martial art you like the most in the comments section below. We'll love to hear from you.